This philosophy didn't happen overnight. From the person who had a front row seat to it for the last 30 years. This is time dominance. Welcome back, everyone. We have reached part 3, and this is the portion I've been waiting for. Melton got to experience time dominance in real time. Melton, what have you witnessed in the last 30 years?
And I've watched Dominic over the last 30 years be intentional about his time and the things that give him vitality and light him up, literally on every level. On a career level, from, as I mentioned before, spending at least half his time doing things that help him grow personally, not just professionally. And then once he became a master at what he did, even seek other types of employment because he wasn't growing in that anymore. And it was killing him, basically, just because it was mundane. And he's great at it. He's amazing at it. And his clients wanted it from him. And in fact, the struggle had become, that's what clients want from you. And he's like, I can't keep doing this though. And so he would pour that time and attention to other things, whether it be real estate, whether it be writing books. He started a family now as a kid, and like all of these things were paths to growth. And he weighed each one because when we first met, he had never intended on having a family. He had always, like me, intended on being a bachelor. And he knew this is going to dedicate a lot of time if I put that into my mate. It's going to dedicate a lot of time if we have a kid. The intentionality behind it, understanding that this is worth the cost and not just going through life expending his time on things that didn't matter to him. These things mattered to him, which is why he did it. And so I learned a lot from watching Dominic make these decisions over the years, and even helped me weigh decisions of my own. And yes, I think I just described in multiple ways how time dominance really is a full embodiment of what Dominic has already been doing that he's now encapsulated into a book. He was the real deal. Again, I'd never seen this template. And coming from my background, I felt like early on, this is not something that I even could do. I never dreamed I'd be doing it today. Being able to ask him questions, and we just had lots of frank discussions on all types of topics over the last 30 years that gave me perspective on what's important. So these aren't things that you get to right away. They require lived wisdom, I think, because often we think we know what we want, or we think we know what it will be like, and many people will discover that they get that thing and it's not all it's cracked up to be, right? It's buyer's remorse. It took too much time, energy, and effort to get there. It wasn't worth the cost we paid. Really being able to tap into that authenticness and have frameworks to help you think about why something matters, why it's meaningful, how much you're going to put into it, because you're still experimenting, right? And so you may do something to find out this is all you're going to get from it. I'm not going to go any further. Okay, find a new direction, or get quiet so I can hear from within and plot a new path. Or here's what I learned from that, and I think I can parlay into this. So these are elements of the journey. And I've watched Dominic live that journey. Here's what I want you to walk away with. I would say have courage. It takes a lot of courage to look in the mirror, to really look. And it takes a lot of courage to go down this path, which starts with time dominance, like what you're going to dedicate time of your mental time, your thoughts, your energetic time, your feelings, your physical time, your actions, to find out if they're truly serving you. And if nobody else is giving you these inputs, who are you and what should you be dedicating your time to if you had the freedom to do that in any way possible? And I think we all have to get to that if we want to be truly happy. If we want to actually live and walk in full authenticity, which is your highest power, right? People believe you, you believe yourself. So I'm talking like self-efficacy, self-esteem, faith even, right? You need to believe you at a deep level. And if part of you never went there, never had the courage to look in the mirror and go there, or to go on that journey, because it's usually not a destination, it's a journey, and you go from level to level, then I would argue you can't really live in authenticity. You can't walk in your higher self, in your higher powers. You can't, which means you can't effectuate the changes you want to happen in the world, in your family, in your own life, because you don't have the clarity and the power source to get there. So time dominance is not trivial. Rockefeller, I believe, said, "Show me a man too busy working, and I'll show you a man too busy to be rich." But I don't believe he was just talking about rich, wealthy in money, but rich, wealthy in time. Abundance in time is foundational, which gives you the space to be mentally rich and wealthy, right? And to not be rush, 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 go, 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 not have enough time to let that processing happen, to not have enough time to invest in the activities that give you vitality and, you know, support you and your loved ones and your community and your tribe, right? So this is not trivial. I think it's very important, and never more timely than today, as we're going through the great transition and things are becoming more digital, more computerized, faster pace, a lot more inputs. It is more important than ever that we have the time to be clear and perceptive, right? So that we can walk in our most authentic, happy, abundant, energetic selves.
Melton, thank you. Not just for your effort here, but for your friendship and being a part of this journey. If what Melton shared with you today resonated in any way, the book is available now. The links are below. Until next time, be good, people.